What if I told you the secret to bringing ancient seeds back to life has been hidden in plain sight for thousands of years? Imagine a plant that hasn't seen the light of day since the pharaohs ruled. This isn't just about gardening, it's about unlocking a time capsule of botanical wonder using a method the ancient Egyptians mastered. Fellow gardeners, we're about to dive into a technique that could revolutionize how you approach seed starting, transforming those frustrating germination failures into spectacular successes. That forgotten packet of heirloom tomatoes tucked away in your garden shed isn't dead. It's simply in a deep slumber, waiting for the right conditions to awaken. We've all experienced the heartbreak of carefully planting promising seeds only to watch empty soil mock us week after week. The truth is, many seeds possess incredible longevity, but conventional sprouting methods often fail to penetrate the complex dormancy mechanisms that nature has evolved over millions of years. Modern gardening has somehow overlooked what ancient civilizations understood intuitively. Seeds are living time capsules, equipped with sophisticated survival strategies. When we encounter low germination rates, we're not witnessing seed death, we're observing nature's protective mechanisms in action. The challenge isn't reviving dead seeds, it's convincing viable seeds that it's safe to emerge from their protective dormancy. The ancient Egyptians faced extraordinary agricultural challenges that would humble even the most experienced modern gardeners. Picture trying to grow crops in a desert climate where every seed represented precious survival resources. They couldn't afford germination failures, so they developed techniques that seemed to border on the miraculous. Archaeological evidence reveals that Egyptian farmers achieved remarkably consistent crop yields using methods that modern science is only beginning to understand fully. Their secret wasn't magic, it was a profound understanding of how seeds respond to specific environmental triggers. The Egyptians discovered that dormant seeds could be awakened through a process that mimics the natural flood cycles of the Nile. They understood that seeds often require more than just moisture and warmth. They need specific chemical and physical signals that communicate safety and optimal growing conditions. The Egyptian method centers around what we now call stratification, scarification, but their approach was far more nuanced than our modern interpretations. They would begin by gently abrading seed coats using fine desert sand, creating microscopic openings that allowed moisture penetration without damaging the embryo. This wasn't random scratching, it was precise, targeted preparation that respected each seed's individual characteristics. Following the scarification, they would immerse seeds in Nile water enriched with decomposed plant matter, essentially creating a nutrient-dense sprouting medium that provided both hydration and chemical signals indicating fertile conditions. The key innovation was their timing. They would alternate between periods of saturation and controlled drying, mimicking the natural wet-dry cycles that seeds experienced along riverbanks. Temperature control was equally crucial to their success. Egyptian seed sprouters would bury prepared seeds in sand-filled clay vessels, taking advantage of the desert's dramatic temperature fluctuations. The warm days and cool nights created thermal cycling that triggered dormancy-breaking mechanisms within the seeds. This wasn't accidental. They understood that many seeds require temperature variation to interpret environmental signals correctly. Translating this ancient technique for contemporary gardeners requires adapting their principles to our available materials and environments. Begin by lightly sanding your dormant seeds with fine grit sandpaper, focusing on the hilum area where the seed was attached to the parent plant. This creates entry points for moisture without compromising seed integrity. Create your modern version of enriched Nile water by combining filtered water with liquid kelp fertilizer and a small amount of humic acid. This mixture provides the chemical signals that communicate optimal growing conditions to dormant seeds. Soak your prepared seeds for 12 to 24 hours, allowing them to absorb both moisture and nutrients. The temperature cycling phase requires placing soaked seeds in a damp paper towel inside a sealed container. Now you'll want to alternate between placing this container in a warm location during the day, around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and moving it to a cooler area at night, about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. This thermal cycling should continue for about 3 to 7 days, depending on the seed species and how deep their dormancy is. The results of this ancient technique often appear almost miraculous to modern gardeners, especially those who are used to conventional sprouting methods. Seeds treated with the Egyptian approach typically show dramatically higher germination rates, often exceeding 90%, even for those notoriously difficult varieties. And more importantly, the resulting seedlings display superior vigor, developing stronger root systems and more robust initial growth compared to conventionally sprouted seeds. The difference becomes apparent within just a few days of planting. Egyptian method seedlings emerge faster, establish themselves more quickly, and honestly, demonstrate greater resilience to transplant shock and environmental stress. This enhanced vigor carries through the entire growing season, often resulting in higher yields and just plain superior plant health. Different seed types require modifications to the basic Egyptian approach. Large, hard-coated seeds like beans and squash benefit from more aggressive scarification, while tiny seeds like lettuce and herbs need gentler treatment. Oily seeds such as sunflowers require shorter soaking periods to prevent rancidity, while woody seeds from trees and shrubs may need extended thermal cycling periods. Understanding your specific seed's natural environments helps guide technique modifications. Desert plants often require more extreme temperature fluctuations, while forest seeds may respond better to consistent moisture with moderate temperature variations. The key is observing how your target plants naturally regenerate and, mimicking those conditions through the Egyptian framework. This remarkable technique represents more than just improved germination rates. It connects us to thousands of years of agricultural wisdom while honestly solving contemporary gardening challenges. Whether you're struggling with old seed packets, rare heirloom varieties, or notoriously difficult species, the Egyptian sprouting secret offers a proven pathway to success. The beauty of this ancient method lies in its accessibility and effectiveness. Using simple materials and straightforward techniques, you can dramatically transform your seed, starting success while participating in a gardening tradition that has, sustained civilizations for millennia. Your next growing season awaits, armed with the wisdom of the pharaohs and the promise of abundant harvests. Ready to unlock the secrets that have been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years? Try the Egyptian sprouting technique with your most challenging seeds and witness the transformation for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to the Living Soil Lab for more ancient gardening wisdom, and of course share this guide with fellow gardeners who could benefit from this remarkable technique. Together, we're rediscovering the lost arts that can revolutionize our modern gardens.